Israel's government changed its mind overnight and will allow a visit from one of the two Democratic congresswomen it had barred from entering the country. Rashida Tlaib will get a humanitarian pass to visit relatives in the West Bank, but her colleague Ilhan Omar is still excluded. Israel's prime minister moved to keep them out yesterday after pressure from President Trump. Senior foreign affairs correspondent and Face the Nation moderator Margaret Brennan joins us. Margaret, a huge contingent from Congress just went to Israel for a visit. How did these two get excluded?
Well, this is part of the argument, really, politically, with the so-called squad. In this case, no American congressperson had ever been barred from Israel, but this was an extraordinary act. President Trump got them to block two of his political opponents, and it turned this feud into a diplomatic incident.
I think it would be a terrible thing, frankly, for Israel to let these two people who speak so badly about Israel come in.
President Trump said allowing the first two Muslim congresswomen into Israel would show great weakness, claiming they hate Israel and all Jewish people. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, a friend of the president, swiftly banned them. Dan Shapiro was U.S. ambassador to Israel under President Obama.
Could this backfire for Israel?
It's a very damaging thing, and I think it, unfortunately, is exactly what President Trump wants. He has said the Democrats are an anti-Israel party and anti-Semitic parties. These are absurd slurs, but he's trying to get those ideas cemented into the public discourse.
Democrats protested the decision, as did Republican Senators Marco Rubio and Susan Collins. Even the powerful pro-Israel lobby AIPAC said the congresswomen should be allowed to visit. Omar has been critical of AIPAC and was widely accused of anti-Semitism for saying the committee funded Republican support for Israel. Tlaib said blacklisting her was a sign of weakness and posted a picture of her Palestinian grandmother, who she would have been prevented from visiting. Omar said it undermined democratic values and accused Mr. Trump of being an Islamophobe. The two have been vocal critics of both Mr. Trump and Netanyahu and support a boycott of Israel over its treatment of Palestinians. The lawmakers have faced past accusations of anti-Semitism, claims they denied in an interview with Gayle King in July.
Would you like people to, would you like to make it clear that you were not anti-Semitic?
Oh, certainly not, yes.
Would you like to make that clear?
Yes, I mean, and that, nothing I said, at least to me, was meant for that purpose.
Well, now Democratic leaders have united behind the two controversial freshman congresswomen who the president has tried to make the face of the Democratic Party. And being in lockstep with President Trump may also benefit Netanyahu. He's just 3 weeks out from a very tight election, Anthony.
Margaret, what was the purpose of their trip, and what exactly did Israel fear about the visit?
Well, the two congresswomen say that they plan to go on a humanitarian visit of the West Bank to see the living conditions of Palestinians. They've been harshly critical of Israel's treatment of them. And looking at the itinerary, it was a group of visits with UN officials and others, and it was planned by a Palestinian peacemaker. But now that that trip is off, the itinerary is canceled, and Tlaib says she's just going to visit her 90-year-old grandmother.
All right, Margaret, thank you.